Himachal Chief Minister Sukhodai speaking on the Mandi mosque row. Let's now move on to some other news. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman found herself at the centre of a political controversy after a video of her interaction with the managing director of Annapoorna Hotel, Srinivasan, went viral on the social media. The video, which was shared by a BJP Tamil Nadu functionary, showed Srinivasan apologizing to the finance minister for criticizing the GST system earlier. The matter began after Srinivasan, during an MSMEs meeting with the finance minister in Coimbatore, talked about the complexities associated with different GST tax rates for various food items. Srinivasan asked the finance minister to look into the matter and ease the system. Controversy, however, erupted after a BJP Tamil Nadu functionary, Balaji MS, shared a video of the interaction. In the now deleted post, Balaji wrote that Srinivasan during the meeting expressed his regret and apologized to the finance minister for the speech that he had given earlier. He acknowledged that his speech was indecent and wrong. The BJP and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in particular soon became a target of opposition parties. Leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, in a post on X, said that a simple request by Srinivasan from the public servants was met with arrogance and outright disrespect. He said small business owners were already suffering from demonetization, an inaccessible banking system, tax extortion and a disastrous GST, and now they were even being humiliated by the BJP. DMK's K. Kanimudi wrote in a post that the union government and the union ministers should not spoil the self-esteem of Tamils. BJP Tamil Nadu Chief Annamalai in a post apologized for the actions of Balaji and said he had spoken to Srinivasan in order to express regret over the breach of his privacy. He added that businessmen like Srinivasan were esteemed members of society and contributing significantly to the state and nation's economic growth.
அடுத்தது காபி கொடுக்கணும், காரம் வேணுங்கிறது. காரத்துக்கு 12ன்னு சொன்னால் உடனே சண்டைக்கு வர்றது. இது டெய்லி எங்களுக்கு நடக்குது பிரச்சனை. ஒரே பில்லில் ஒரு ஃபேமிலிக்கு டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக ஜிஎஸ்டி போட்டு கொடுக்கறது கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது. ஒரு பன்னுக்கு ஜிஎஸ்டி கிடையாது. பன்னுக்குள்ளே ஒரு க்ரீம் வச்சுட்டா அதுக்கு 18% ஆயிடும். கஸ்டமர் என்ன சொல்கிறாரு, நீ க்ரீமையும் ஜாமையும் கொண்டா நானே வச்சுக்கிறேன். பணம் நடத்த முடியல. அதனால் ஒன்றா எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரே மாதிரி ஜாஸ்தி பண்ணியிருக்கேன். இல்லைண்ணா இன்னொன்று இதே அம்மா உங்கள் எம்எல்ஏ அம்மா தான் இதெல்லாம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. அவங்க எங்கள் தொகுதியில் இருக்காங்க. கடையில் வடநாட்டில் அதிகம் ஸ்வீட் சாப்பிட்றாங்க. அதனால தான் அம்மா இங்கே அதுக்கு 5% காரத்துக்கு 12 பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லைங்க, அப்படியெல்லாம் இல்லை. தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஸ்வீட், காரம், காஃபி அப்படி தான் போகும். அதனால் தயவு செஞ்சு அதை கொஞ்சம் கன்சிடர் பண்ணுங்க மேடம். இந்தியா குறை சேர்த்து நீங்கள் ஏற்றி விட்டாலும் சந்தோஷம். ஒரே மாதிரியே பண்ணணும், தனித்தனியாக வைக்காதீங்க. ஏன்னா வீடு ஒரு ஃபேமிலி கம்ப்யூட்டர் திணறது மேடம். அது அந்த ஜிஎஸ்டி ஆஃபீஸரில் இன்புட் கிரெடிட் எடுக்கிறப்போ ஒரே கிச்சனில் தான் எல்லாம் பண்ணுறாங்க. இன்புட் எடுக்கிறப்போ அதே கேஸு, அதே ஸ்வீட் மாஸ்க்கு, அதே கடலை மாவு, அதே மைதா மாவு, இன்புட் எப்படி மேடம் எடுக்க முடியும்? அதில் ஆஃபீஸர்ஸ் திணறிடுறாங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு
Krishna Kumar joins us with more on that story. Krishna, a huge controversy over that video, with the opposition now accusing both the finance minister and the BJP of humiliating Srinivasan in particular and small businesses in general.
That's right. That's what Rahul Gandhi has tweeted about as well. Fact of the matter is that what was hilarious in the spur of the moment has snowballed into this controversy. Annamalai over there, TN-BJP chief, trying to make the situation better, doing damage control by saying the fact that praising Mr. Srinivasan, who is the managing director of Annapoorna Hotels, as one of the doyens of the business fraternity over there. But at the same time, talking about the fact that it was unintended. The intention of Mr. Srinivasan was not meant to sort of breach privacy. That's what Annamalai has said in his tweet as well. And then what we're also understanding is that Mr. Srinivasan basically told Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman that he doesn't belong to any political party and that his comments, his jokes were not caused because of any particular political reasons to attack the BJP, that he was speaking honestly. That's what we understand from the video that is doing the rounds on social media of Srinivasan apologizing to Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. But the fact of the matter is that that first comments went viral because of the levels of humor that it contained, because he's talking about how the buns have GST at 5%, whereas the cream inside it has GST at 18%. So once you put cream inside it, it becomes the GST becomes 18%. So those comments essentially are talking about the frustrations of the small business owners, and that's where this entire controversy is hinging on right now. You have these small business owners who are going to be crucial to build India's economy, who's going to be crucial to keep the economic engines in this country churning, generate employment, and they need to be taken seriously when they have a problem. They might have expressed it in a humorous way, but that's their way of speaking to the government and telling them about the difficulties of running a business when the GST regime is extremely complicated. And interesting cultural observation, if one can make from that. He was talking about, Mr. Srinivasan was talking about how in Tamil Nadu it's all about sweet karam coffee, which basically means sweet, savory, and coffee. That's usually the format in which these a snack time is had. And whereas the GST, there's a big disparity between sweets and savories. 5% on sweets, and 12 to 18 to 28% GST on savories is asking for a uniform GST regime, and that encapsulates what all small business owners, not just in Tamil Nadu but across the country, are asking from the government to simplify the GST regime so that it becomes easier for them to comply. Because at the end of the day, all business owners want to comply with GST, want to be contributing to the country's exchequer, but it's being made difficult for them to even do that. So in that sense, this is a message being sent out to the central government, to the finance minister, about the lacuna within the GST regime and what needs to be done urgently to fix it. Meanwhile, because of the fact that Srinivasan is reportedly apologized to Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, there's a huge controversy surrounding it, saying that is this how the central government will treat small business owners who are honestly expressing the difficulties that they're going through while conducting their businesses? Because you have to be sensitive to their problems and sort of provide solutions, and that's where the government needs to be, not reprimand a small business owner for making his concerns, speaking out about his concerns, Neha.
There are a couple of issues, multiple issues, may I say, over which the opposition is slamming the government here. One, as you mentioned, they are talking about the complex GST structure. Then they're accusing the finance minister and the BJP of humiliating small businesses. The DMK has actually gone a step further and said, do not humiliate Tamils.
The fact of the matter is that this conversation was had in Tamil between, Srinivasan, who is the managing director of Annapoorna Hotels, and the finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who speaks fluent Tamil. So, at the end of the day, it's very difficult to sort of speak that way. Also because this could have come from the fact that he was talking about how the GST on sweets are low, and he referred to the BJP MLA from the region, BJP MLA of Coimbatore South, Vanati, telling him that GST on sweets is low because North Indians consume a lot of sweet, and you want to make sweets not very expensive for North Indians. That's why it's kept that way. But that was meant in jest. That was clearly a joke. The larger point was that why is there such a big disparity on GST in sweets and savories? That was the point over there. DMK obviously trying to create, to score a political point. They've always been talking about how, BJP, the central government is, anti-Tamil Nadu and doesn't want Tamil Nadu to progress, and is making it difficult for Tamil Nadu to progress. It's just sort of adding to that narrative. Whereas as Mr. Srinivasan's comments to the finance minister is concerned, the conversation was had in the Tamil language and had nothing to do with, particular favoritism being shown somewhere. It was just meant in jest. It was a call to simplify the GST regime and keep it same across the board. In fact, he's saying even if you want to increase GST, do the same, but not keep it keep the GST percentages same across sweets and savories and across many food categories. So what DMK says right now is part of a larger narrative that has been building. I'm not sure how much it will rub off on this particular incident.
All right. looks like this controversy will stay around for some time. Thanks very much, Krishna, for all those details.